a 1974 Pontiac PHS documented GTO. It's powered by its date code correct. I don't know if it's its original engine. It's a YS code engine. And on the PHS documents, the code was a little different. So as far as the equipment, it's got power steering, it's got power brakes. Engine compartment looks real nice. It's got chrome valve covers. It's got the shaker hood. The bottom side of the hood is painted black. Seems to run real good. We put new plugs, new wires, new power steering belt on it. Just kind of did some general maintenance to it. Also did a front end alignment. As far as our gaps go, the gap's a little tight on the back. It's a little tighter on the back than it is in the front. As far as our gap goes across the front, it's got a nice gap. Sits up just a little bit on the front. Needs to be taken down a little bit there. Passenger side gap, really from front to back's in good shape. It's got the chromatic painted bumpers. Bumpers look nice and straight and everything, but they are painted front and rear. It's got the honeycomb grille, and the grille looks to be in great shape. Chrome around the eyebrows is all original. It's got, could use to be polished up, but it's not dented up or nothing. If we look up and down the sides of this GTO, this car came from the factory as a red GTO with black interior, so it's pretty much all color coded correct. It's riding on a really nice set of PMD rally wheels with excellent Cooper Cobra tires. The paint on the front fender has a few little nicks right here. It's got a little chip on the side of the hood, not on the fender but on the hood. Other than that, the hood's in great shape. As far as paint goes, it's got a scratch in the clear coat right here above my finger. Lower fender's good. I don't see any blisters or anything in the lower fender. Around the wheel lips is all nice. Bottom corner of the door looks good. Front and rear rocker panel looks good. It does have the dual sport mirrors. I'm going to go all the way to the back here. The tire tread on this thing is at least 95%. I mean, it's got excellent tires on it. There again, the back bumper's painted. Emblems are in great shape. Stickers in great shape. If you look up and down the sides, it's a very nice straight old car. Also look at our undercarriage pictures of the floors, frame, and trunk. It's very solid underneath as well. So I don't think it's had any patches underneath that I could tell from the undercarriage pictures. Paint on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7.5 or an 8. It's really, like I said, just a really nice driver quality. Probably a 5-year-old restoration on it. Bottom corners of the doors have had a little bit of work done to them. Nothing terrible. It's got just a little bit of swelling right here. Door panels in great shape on the passenger side. I don't see any cracks anywhere in the armrest. Grab handle, top of the armrest, everything's in great shape there. Sorry about my shadow in the way. Go to the back seat first. It does have the folding rear seat. This is a hatchback, and the back seat's excellent. I don't see any rips or tears. It's got the factory GM seat belts. Carpet's in good shape. Back door panels are in great shape. They're not all faded or beat up at all. The headliner has a couple small little mouse holes in it. One there and one on the other side. Other than that, the dome light works, and the headliner's still all hanging nice. As far as our bucket seat back is in great shape. The front bucket seats, I don't see any rips or tears in either one of the front buckets, and the pattern matches the back seats, so nothing's been screwed up here. It's all original pattern, original seats. Dash pad is excellent, no cracks in the dash pad. It's got the factory 4-speed and console. I don't think this was a factory 4-speed car. I think it had a 3-speed on the tree, but it does have the correct Hurst shifter and console and everything right now. So the dash and steering wheel, all that's all been repainted when it came in, so that looks all real nice. Inside the trunk area, the carpet and everything and door panels in there looks great. As we look up and down the sides of the driver's side, this car's never been wet sanded and buffed, so it's got a little bit of orange peel to it, but it's very straight, very shiny, very nice. If a guy wet sanded and buffed it, I think it'd take it from a 7.5 paint to probably an 8.5, something like that. But all in all, great looking car. Check out the exhaust. It's got, I'm guessing that's 3-inch exhaust from the front to the back, and it's a very solid undercarriage and a great sounding exhaust. As far as our quarter panels on both sides, I don't see any blisters anywhere there. Rocker panel, lower fender. This is just a super solid car. I mean, no blisters anywhere that I can see. Corner of the door there again, it's nice and solid, but it looks like it's had just a little skim coat on the inside corner. The rubbers all feel really nice on it. They're older, but they still are nice and pliable. Driver's side door panels in great shape as well. As we open up the door jambs, some of the door jambs look to me like they might be original paint. They look fine, they're just not quite as nice as the outside of the car. The inside jam right there was repainted. The body by Fisher chrome sill plates should be replaced, they're original. We talked a little bit about the seats from the other side. I still don't see any splits, seam splits or tears or nothing. It's in great shape throughout. Now this GTO did come with a factory tack, and that seems to be working fine. Horn works, heater fan works, wipers are working. It's got an aftermarket temp gauge here, and it's running right around 185 as far as our temp goes, 185 to 190. Carries 45-50 pounds oil pressure. Gas gauge is working, and the alternator gauge is working. So actually horn, gauges, everything works on this car, including the factory tack. The only thing that's not is the factory radio, or I'm sorry, the factory clock. Like I said earlier, the dash pad's in great shape, no cracks there. The paint above the dash pad, all the nice black paint, looks great. Shocks feel good. I don't feel any major bouncing around of the shocks. Front end feels good. You hit the brakes, it stops nice and straight. Car goes nice and straight down the road. No hands on the wheel that whole time. It's got good acceleration. Shifts down into 4th gear. Shift it back up to 3rd gear. It's got a nice synchro there. We'll try the 2nd gear. Yep, right into 2nd. Up into 1st. Synchros are excellent on the transmission. Needs a little fine tuning yet. I know we put new points and everything in it. It's got just a little sputter to it still. Goes down the road great. Shift it to 4th. Speedometer works. I'm going to say the speedometer is a little off. It shows we're going about 45 and we're doing 55. As far as our brakes go, no hands on the wheel. They stop nice and straight. So really, in all honesty, just a nice driving GTO. It will need just a little kind of a finish tune-up on it. It's got a little bit of spit and sputter when you really step on it. Could be the carburetor, might need a new carburetor, but everything else works on it. It stops nice and straight. Just a great car.